Alright, so last night we had UFC 244, Diaz versus Masvidal, and skip that for a minute. Let me skip that. Alright, so yeah, we had UFC 244, Masvidal versus Diaz for the BMF championship. A lot of people are complaining about the stoppage, which I'm kind of 50-50 on. I mean, obviously, in the heat of the moment, I was angry and upset about it because there's been worse cuts. But um, I don't know, man. The cut, yeah, afterwards looked pretty bad, but in the moment, it didn't look as bad as it was. I don't think. But the people that are saying running it, run it back and all this other stuff. I mean, let's be honest. All right. Uh, Masvidal was absolutely destroying Nate Diaz. It wasn't even close. Um, the Diaz, I guess you could say fanboys, they were saying, oh, if it went to the fourth and fifth round, that's where Diaz, turns it up. While that's true, I don't see how not Diaz, sorry. Masvidal won round 1, 2, and 3 convincingly. Diaz would have needed he would have needed a stoppage. Absolutely, would have needed submission, knockout, TKO, something like that. And I just don't think, you know, Jorge. I don't think he was tiring out. It didn't look like he was tiring out that much. He's got good cardio, just like Nate does. And look, Nate, his game plan in every fight is, I'm not gonna try for the first couple rounds, and then I'm just gonna try in the later rounds. I think that's a horrible game plan right from the get-go. It takes one shot. I don't care who you are. I don't care what kind of chin you have. It takes one shot and the fight's over. So, and the thing is, if we look at a couple of Diaz's losses, like this one, obviously with the doctor stoppage. Before that, it was the majority decision loss to Conor McGregor. I don't know how people still think Nate won that fight. He absolutely did not. Rafael dos Santos, he lost to him by decision. So, I mean, even when the fights go to decision for Nate, he loses. He loses by decision. So, uh, even if this fight went to decision, I don't think Nate would have won. I don't know. I don't see how people think, oh, just because the doctor stopped it, Jorge got off easily. No, not really. Nate was busted open. He was busted up bad. He was getting his ass whipped. I don't think there's any point for a rematch personally, but I mean, knowing the UFC, that's what they're going to do, unfortunately. I think Nate should. I think he should fight maybe a top 10 welterweight, go from there. Maybe Wonderboy Thompson, something like that. I don't think he deserves the trilogy with Conor. Conor looks like he's going to get Cowboy Cerrone or Justin Gaethje, and then hopefully the Khabib rematch, which I'd love to see. And then maybe after that you have Conor defend against Diaz, but I mean, I don't know if Diaz is worthy of a title shot, really. So, and then you look at Jorge Masvidal and his record. So he has 10 losses by decision, but he's won 17 fights by decision. So the majority of his fights go to decision as well, but he wins the majority of them. So again, for those that are saying, if this went 5 rounds, Nate would have won, I don't think so. He was hurt. He was hurt badly. A minute and 15 seconds into the fight, he was rocked. He was getting destroyed. There's people that were even saying, "Oh, get to the ground and it's over." Masvidal was owning Diaz on the ground too. Nate was just sitting there, waiting for Masvidal to get in the guard, but that's exactly what Nate wanted. So why, like, Jorge knew this going in. Why would he go down there with Nate when he knows how Diaz is on the ground? He was just like inviting him to the guard. It was a horrible game plan right from the get-go. And he even said in the, I think it was the not the post-fight press conference, the interview, Octagon interview afterwards. He was saying, oh, my game plan, I wasn't even going the first 3 rounds. Well, why? If your cardio is so good, keep it up for 5 rounds. Don't keep it up for 3 or 2 rounds. You know what I mean? The fact that people say, oh, Diaz has this great cardio, he does, and I will admit that, but he never uses it to his full advantage. He uses it for a couple rounds. He doesn't use it for the full fight. And that's what really bothers me, because I think if he actually used it for the full fight, Nate's record would look a lot better than it does right now. And the reason his record is looking bad is because of the decisions that he's lost, because he waits. He waits for his opening. He waits for the couple later rounds. He's just got to go for the kill. What was one of his quotes? I'm here to kill or be killed. Well, if I have a gun in my head, I'm not going to wait 10, 15 minutes and then go for the guy. You know what I mean? Like, if a guy has a gun in my head, I'm going to try and kill him right away. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to stand there, let him point the gun at me for 10 minutes, have him threaten me and all this other stuff. I'm going for the kill right away. So I like Nate. I wanted him to win this fight, but it was a horrible start, horrible finish. He didn't really hit anything that was noteworthy. I mean, I want to give him good positive points in this fight, but he just got outclassed. He got outdone in every single aspect, and I really don't think he deserves a rematch. So for Nate, I'd like to see maybe a match with or not a match, maybe Wonderboy Thompson, maybe Dustin Diamond Poirier, something like that. He deserves a top ranked welterweight, I think, or those are lightweights. What am I thinking? I'll just say Wonderboy Thompson. For Masvidal, I don't really know where he goes from here. He's asking for the fight with Conor. It's not going to happen. Masvidal, I don't know. People are saying maybe he gets the winner of Woodley. He gets the winner of Usman and Covington. I don't know. I don't really see that either. I think he'd need to get maybe another win in his column before he challenged for the actual welterweight title. I mean, the BMF belt, is it really a belt? I mean, if we're being honest, it's kind of gimmicky. It's basically saying, hey, you guys aren't good enough in your weight classes, so let's just make a belt for you. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm maybe I'm rambling on, but I personally think that that's what this belt was created for. Obviously, these guys are, known as two gangsters, so I guess the BMF title makes sense, but when I think of BMF, I think of Diaz and, I think McGregor should be added to the pile. McGregor, he trash talks, he backs it up. That's what that's what a BMF is to me. But I don't know, maybe not. Just rambling on here, so I'm gonna try and finish this if I can. There we go. I'm gonna get Jorge to tap. So that's my thoughts on the fight. I don't think there should be a rematch. I think it was clear, even though there was a doctor stoppage. I think it was pretty clear who the winner was to me. It's Jorge Masvidal. Nate needs to heal up that eye, regroup, and come back. I don't think he should get the trilogy with Conor right away either. I think Conor's got bigger things to look for. I think later down the line, I think the trilogy should happen, just not at the moment. Masvidal, I don't really know where he goes from here. He said he wanted to take a few months off anyway, so he's going to be gone for the year, it seems. So that's it for me, guys. Appreciate you watching. Give me your thoughts on the fight in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Should there be a rematch for Nate and Masvidal? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.